Indian Armed Forces launch Operation Sindoor Wednesday early hours, hitting terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs meeting of Union Cabinet hours after Operation Sindoor was launched to destroy terror targets in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. PM hails action by armed forces. Manipur joins nationwide civil defense mock drill Operation Abhyas following directives from Ministry of Home Affairs to strengthen civil defense mechanisms in anticipation of possible hostile attacks after the Pahalgam terror strike. National Testing Agency postpones Common University Entrance Test CUET for undergraduate programs to May 13, citing lack of preparedness to conduct the exam. And journalists from Manipur conclude pioneering 4-day co-learning cum exposure visit on climate change reporting 2025 at International Center for Integrated Mountain Development, Kathmandu, Nepal. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Indian Armed Forces launched Operation Sindoor in the early hours of Wednesday, targeting terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, from where attacks against India have been planned and directed. According to a statement released by the Ministry of Defense, a total of 9 sites were struck during the operation. The ministry clarified that the strikes were focused, measured and non-escalatory in nature, emphasizing that no Pakistani military facilities were targeted. It added that India had shown considerable restraint in both the selection of targets and the method of execution. The Defense Ministry stated that the military action comes in the wake of the barbaric Pahalgam terrorist attack in which 25 Indian citizens and 1 Nepali citizen were killed. The ministry said that the armed forces are living up to the commitment that those responsible for this attack will be held accountable. Sources confirmed that the Indian Armed Forces carried out 24 precision missile strikes on 9 identified terror targets in Pakistan and POK, including Murdik and Bahawalpur, the known strongholds of the terror groups Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, respectively. The strikes reportedly killed over 70 terrorists and wounded more than 60, significantly weakening the operational capability of these groups. Sources said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi was closely monitoring Operation Sindoor throughout the night, ensuring updates and oversight as the mission unfolded. Following the strikes, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar took to social media, declaring that the world must show zero tolerance for terrorism. Meanwhile, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also posted on social media platform X, commending the capabilities and professionalism of the Indian Armed Forces. On the international front, US President Donald Trump reacted to the developments by terming the strike a shame and expressing hope that the situation would settle down quickly. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today chaired a meeting of the Union Cabinet hours after Operation Sindoor was launched to destroy terror targets in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The Prime Minister hailed actions by the armed forces during the Cabinet meeting. According to sources, he will also chair a meeting of the Cabinet Committee of Security (CCS), which will take stock of the evolving situation. The meeting is also likely to pass a resolution on the overnight operation carried out by the Defence Forces. Retaliating against the Pahalgam terror attack, Indian Armed Forces early Wednesday carried out missile strikes on 9 terror targets in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, including the Jaish-e-Mohammed stronghold of Bahawalpur and Lashkar-e-Taiba's base in Murdik. The Prime Minister had earlier given full operational freedom to the armed forces to decide on the targets, manner and timing of the action against terror in the wake of the Pahalgam attack, in which 26 tourists were killed. Before the meeting, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and NSA Ajit Doval briefed the Prime Minister on the situation. Union Home Minister Amit Shah chaired a key security meeting today with chief ministers, chief secretaries and DGPs of states bordering Pakistan and Nepal after Operation Sindoor. Leaders from Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, Punjab, Gujarat, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim, Bihar, West Bengal and Ladakh attended. Amit Shah praised the armed forces, calling the strikes Bharat's response to the brutal killing of our innocent brothers. He ordered all CAPF chiefs to call back personnel on leave and directed top security officials to stay on high alert nationwide. More updates on the security situation are expected soon. In light of the current security concerns, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge called for an emergency informal meeting with senior party leaders who are present in the national capital at the party's headquarters at 24 Akbar Road this afternoon. Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal, via a post on his official X handle, stated that the meeting's purpose was to discuss the ongoing security situation in the country. In response to the precision strikes carried out by India's defense forces on terrorist camps in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, following the Pahalgam terror attack, the government has called for an all-party meeting. The meeting, scheduled for tomorrow at 11 a.m., will take place at Committee Room G074 in the Parliament Library Building, New Delhi. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju shared the details of the meeting in a post on X, stating that the government would brief political leaders on the actions taken in response to the attack. As part of the nationwide preparedness measures, Manipur today successfully conducted the Civil Defense Mock Drill Operation Abhyas following directives from the Ministry of Home Affairs (MHA). The MHA had instructed northern and western states and union territories, including Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan and Haryana, to strengthen civil defense mechanisms in anticipation of possible hostile attacks, especially after the Pahalgam terror strike. States were asked to activate air raid sirens, implement blackout measures, rehearse evacuation plans and train civilians, including students, on how to respond during aerial or ground assaults. Camouflaging vital installations such as power plants and military infrastructure was also part of the preparedness steps. In Imphal, the drill was carried out at key locations including Johnston Higher Secondary School, State Museum, BT Park and a fire service complex. Under the leadership of Imphal West DC M. Rajkumar, multiple agencies took part, including the Home Department, Police, Fire Service, Civil Defense, Health Department, Education Department, MSPDCL and the State Museum to execute the state-level drill. The exercise simulated how agencies and the public should respond in the event of an airstrike threat. Air raid sirens were activated to alert the population, and personnel from the NDRF, SDRF and NCC carried out mock response activities. The Health Department also rehearsed medical emergency actions, while the Fire Service demonstrated firefighting at simulated bomb strike locations. The drill, which lasted from 4 p.m. till 4:35 p.m., also included public briefings on evacuation procedures and safe shelters. Control rooms were set up to coordinate information and communication during simulated scenarios. Similar Operation Abhyas mock drills were also conducted today in Ningthaukong, More, Ukhrul and Churachandpur districts.
Long siren han bagina long siren chathagiba losilakpagi 30 seconds ki siren ahum ama amuk khonge haraga koi mock drill si loire haibagi kudam amadi air raid si loire haibagi kudam duma public ta pibagi message tuma akoi thamjagibani eventualities ama hek lakpa hostile attack ama hek lakpa khakta dama khoi prepare tawgani react tawgani respond tawgani haibagi wakalon du nate akoi khuding makna as a general precautionary step ama hoina akoi khuding makna masigumba event ama tholakpa matamda akoi karamna coordinate tawminagani respond tawgani haibagi matang duda public ta ahenba awareness ama pinanaba adugumba state government lokalakpa khongthang ni nationwide ki oiba national directive ama hoina lakpa mijeng sida state government ki su akoi sumaina yaure harga thang ko khongthang ni haibisi ma thamjage.
District Administration of Churachandpur successfully conducted the Civil Defence Mock Drill Operation Abhyas in the district. The drill was held at Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, JNV, located in Twino. Various departments participated in the exercise, including Police, Fire Services, Assam Rifles, Health Department, and Manipur State Power Distribution Company Limited, along with NCC, NSS, NYK, and volunteers from local educational institutions. The High Court of Manipur seeks explanation from Commissioner Home, DGP Commandant General and Home Guard Commandant regarding the delay in creating a seniority list and drafting promotion guidelines for Home Guard personnel. At a press meet held today at the Association Head Office in Luangchangbam, President Yanglem Mangi, joined by battalion commanders and Home Guard personnel, addressed the long-standing demands of Home Guard personnel in the state. He stated that the proposal for a seniority list was first initiated in 2022, but due to continued negligence by the authorities, the matter was escalated to the High Court of Manipur in 2023. In 2024, the court provided a 6-month deadline for completing the process. However, with the deadline passing and no progress made, the Home Guard personnel filed a follow-up case. In response, the High Court of Manipur has now issued fresh directives asking the authorities to submit a response by June 16 this year. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla visited Chandel district today to review law and order, administrative progress and developmental initiatives. He inaugurated the district library and IT center, chaired a review meeting with DC L. Nandakumar, SP Babita Rani Swain and district officials and urged them to ensure maximum benefits reach the people. The governor also interacted with civil society groups to hear their grievances and was warmly welcomed on arrival by local officials. JDU candidate in the Manipur Legislative Assembly General Election 2022 from Kurai Assembly Constituency, Toidam Lokendro has joined Indian National Congress. Lokendro was formally welcomed by Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC President K. Mega Chandra today, who presented him with a stall during the Samvidhan Bachao event organized by Imphal East District Congress Committee at Huikap Mayalekai. Speaking on the occasion, Lokendro criticized the BJP, claiming that ever since the party came to power, the nation has been plunged into chaos, causing widespread hardship to the people. He accused the BJP of planting the seeds of hatred and division among communities and urged the public to vote for and strengthen the Congress party to safeguard the future of Manipur. Now with that, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on National Testing Agency postponing Common University Entrance Test CUET undergraduate until May 13. Keep watching Impact News.
National Forensic Sciences University Manipur Campus ta Professional Diploma in Cybercrime Investigation, Cyber Security amasung Crime Scene Management ge admission hauzare. Akupa marol gidamak 9233591616 ta contact you.
Alpha Center of Excellence na mayam gidamakta nungaiba paw mo puduna lakchari lakliba megi date 12 tagi hauraga NEET IIT JEE amadi ND gi course ka haujargani loina na hantakta 10 pass tawkraba satra singi damakta 2 years integrated course amadi dropper batch loina na class 11 amadi 12 ki oiba foundation course amasu hapsaga dauri yamna athu matamda admission tawsenbiyo.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Common University Entrance Test CUET for undergraduate programs has been postponed to May 13. National Testing Agency NTA announced this last night. The exam was originally set to begin tomorrow. Sources said that the examination was postponed since the NTA was not yet prepared to conduct the examination. The NTA has informed the University Grants Commission of its inability to conduct the examination as per the previously announced schedule. A team of journalists from Manipur has concluded a 4-day-long co-learning cum exposure visit on climate change reporting 2025 at the International Center for Integrated Mountain Development, Isimot, Kathmandu, Nepal. Held from May 2nd till 5th, the pilot exposure trip was organized by Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, Government of Manipur, with an aim to strengthen climate change journalism and deepen understanding of spring shed management in the Hindu Kush Himalayan region. The team of 13, including 4 journalists who had received a fellowship on climate change reporting from the Directorate, 5 senior journalists who are also members of Media Resource Center Manipur, and 3 officials from the Directorate, was led by Dr. T. Brajakumar, Director of the Directorate of Environment and Climate Change. The program featured intensive sessions with ICIMOT's scientists and communication experts, focusing on improving media coverage of climate issues critical to the ecologically sensitive Northeast, including spring water revival, traditional water systems, and community-led restoration efforts. The exposure trip kicked off with an introductory interaction at ICIMOT headquarters, where the team met Annie Dare, Head of Communications, and Anshu Pandey, Senior Media Associate, and other experts. On May 3, the group visited Patan to observe traditional water systems and toured the ICIMOT Living Mountain Lab in Godavari. On May 4th, the field visit continued to Namo Buddha Kavri district, where the journalists witnessed firsthand the spring shed revival initiatives and engaged with the mayor of Namo Buddha municipality and local communities. ICIMOT officials emphasized the importance of empowering journalists with on-ground scientific knowledge to produce fact-based, impactful climate stories, especially in regions like Manipur, where spring depletion and ecosystem pressures are rising challenges. On May 5, Dr. T. Brajakumar participated as a panelist at the Hindu Kush Himalaya Springs Alliance meet, which focused on regional collaboration for water security. Earlier, the team interacted with Pierre-Yves Pitlaut, Senior Advisor, Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation, SDC India. Responding to queries from Manipur journalists, Pitlaut affirmed SDC's commitment to continue supporting capacity building and partnerships in the state. Manipur has been receiving technical support under the Strengthening Climate Change Adaptation in Himalaya program through collaboration with SDC, ICIMOT, Equadam, IIT Roorkee, and PSI. Notably, the Lunghar Spring Shed Management Project in Ukhrul district is one of the major initiatives under this collaborative effort, advancing scientific research, local capacity building, and the development of a decision support system, DSS, for spring shed management.
Manipur, it's a really exciting step for us. So technically, from our side, that's clear that we want to continue to this collaboration. It was really also pleasant for us because we had authority that were extremely responsive, proactive, and that were initiative, and we had a really good dialogue with Manitou, which is really the kind of partnership we are looking. So we try to use this good synergy
official intervention dissemination part of jointly exporter reporting media role
future intending candidates in the or future generations in the country haina apna motivate to say tamurun to ba tamurun to ba apn to say apni media group hairi bukidi. But as a trainer of the media community kamana group to bodri have the way am apna learning is apna mo apna hainer bulitina produce to biro collecting mam ne june mam collect to biro sembio mi hindo as a
Environment Protection Union EPU Manipur has cleaned up 12 different sites along the Waisel Maril. Cleaning of the stream started last month. The union expresses gratitude to district authorities and Imphal West DC Mayanglambam Rajkumar for their initiatives in evicting encroachers along the stream. Tripura Manipuri Student Youth Coordination Committee yesterday submitted a memorandum to the Directorate of Kokborok and other minority languages, highlighting the challenges in teaching and learning the Manipuri language in Tripura. Although the Tripura government introduced Manipuri as a school subject in 1998, following persistent student demands, and marked 27 years of its inclusion this April, no teachers have been appointed so far. The committee pointed out the absence of proper infrastructure and lack of dedicated funding to support Manipuri language education in the state. Students from Wangoi Assembly Constituency who have excelled in COSEM Class 12 Examination 2025 were felicitated today. Energetic Youth Development Organization organized the event at the club's office in Samuro Kaitil. Wangoi MLA Kuraijam Loken and Samuro Municipal Council Chairperson Caretaker Lehau Thabam Nonibala attended the event among others. Managing Committee of Indoor Stadium Kakching Relief Camp felicitates 5 internally displaced students staying at the camp who have successfully passed COSEM Class 12 Examination 2025. The students are Ashem Tondonba, Angom Sanatoy, Nomaite Memi, Morangte Maleshwari and Ketrimayum Biros. Press note from All Sora Club Coordinating Committee extends condolences upon the demise of Abdul Sattar Kundan, who has made significant contributions for the welfare of Sora residents during his lifetime. Now the sports news. Al-Amin Lilong defeated TCMDC Tongju Part 2 by 6 wickets in the 18th league match of MNCA Women's Under-19 One-Day Trophy at Sedo Ground, Kongba today. Batting first, TCMDC scored 129 runs for 8 wickets in 35 overs, with Ningthoi Sana Thaudam making 28 runs. Al-Amin's bowler Sanjida took 4 wickets. In reply, Al-Amin chased the target in 26 overs and 3 balls, led by Farhana's 55 runs. Sanjida, with 13 runs and 4 wickets, was named player of the match. 2 more league matches will be played tomorrow. 3 league matches were played today. 3 league matches of the ongoing 3rd MNCA Under-19 Men's One-Day Cricket Trophy were played today. In the 41st league match played at Kudaiban Ground, Tauthong, Model Club Chingamakha defeated Shadow Thangmaiban by 4 wickets. Model Club Chingamakha's all-rounder Bishal Ningthaujam became man of the match. In the 42nd league match played at Public Ground Khangabok, Isu Palace Compound defeated Cyclone Thangmaiban by 42 runs. Isu Palace Compound's all-rounder TH Shimes became man of the match. In the final league match of the tournament played at Moijing Public Ground, PCC Mayaikoibi defeated Trau Kwakaitel by 174 runs. PCC Mayaikoibi's all-rounder T. Vikash became man of the match. Quarter-final matches of the tournament will begin on May 12. Lamyanba Hijam Irabat Ningsing Loop Bamunlekai clinches winners a title of the 5A side knockout football tournament organized by Friend Union Club FUC Kurai Hekrumakong. In the final match played last evening, Lamyanba Hijam Iravat Ningsing Loop defeated Firepa FC Pangai 8-4. Closing ceremony of the tournament was graced by former DGP Yumnam Joykumar, social worker Laitonjam Jayananda and former president of FUC Dr. Ngangkham Ibotombi. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Indian Armed Forces launched Operation Sindoor Wednesday early hours, hitting terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs meeting of Union Cabinet hours after Operation Sindoor was launched to destroy terror targets in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Prime Minister hails action by the armed forces. Manipur joins nationwide civil defense mock drill Operation Abhyas following directives from Ministry of Home Affairs to strengthen civil defense mechanisms in anticipation of possible hostile attacks after the Pahalgam terror strike. National Testing Agency postpones Common University Entrance Test CUET for undergraduate programs to May 13th, citing lack of preparedness to conduct the exam. And journalists from Manipur conclude pioneering 4-day co-learning cum exposure visit on climate change reporting 2025 at International Center for Integrated Mountain Development in Kathmandu, Nepal. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Siri Gaurachandrayan